Yes. What's going on, guys? Listen, today I'm going to talk about my strategies and the strategies that I'm using this year in 2023 to trade full time. And also have some live trading for you guys later on. So let's go. Now, the first thing I do when I'm looking at the chart, right, when I'm about to trade, I want to look at the daily time frame. Now, let me explain something to you. Since I trade one market, the daily time frame really doesn't really come in play when it comes to direction. Okay, I know a lot of people do multi time frame analysis. They look at the daily first. Sometimes they look at the weekly, the daily, 4 hour, the 1 hour, and then they make their decision based on that because they see, okay, everything is lining up. We're gonna look for that trade to the upside or downside. Okay, I don't do that because I'm only trading one market every single day. Now, if I was trading multiple markets, yes, I'll probably definitely do that. But since I trade one market, it is very hard to actually get the daily chart to line up, the 4 hour, the 1 hour to line up every single day. Okay, so what I do is I rely heavily on the 5 minute chart. Okay, the 5 minute chart is pretty much my main chart. Now, there are some days where everything lines up, and yeah, I would definitely look at that. But for the most part, I'm relying on the 5 minute chart. So I'm looking at my 5 minute chart, I'm seeing the direction, what type of day it could be today. And then after that, I'm marking down my levels. Now, the type of levels that I use support and resistance, and I use supply and demand. Okay, the reason why I use both is because I'm trading one market. Now, if you trade one market, it might not come to your demand level or your supply level, okay? But it might come to your support or resistance level. It's going to come to one of those two levels every single day. Now, a lot of people will only focus on support and resistance, or they'll only focus on supply and demand. Again, that's on you. You can do whatever you want, but I like to focus mainly on those two levels. Now, when it comes to supply and demand, I'm usually looking at the 5 minute chart. Or don't look at the higher time frame when it comes to supply and demand. I like my support and resistance for the higher time frame. But I can actually not even look at the higher time frame and only plot my 5 minute support and resistance levels too if I want to do that. Okay, so I can zoom out on the 5 minute chart. I look at these key levels, right? And I can plot it down because a lot of times if you just only look at the 5 minute chart, you're probably gonna, jot down your 1 hour or 4 hour levels anyway, okay? Just by looking at your 5 minute chart if you zoom out and look at the bigger picture. But for the most part, I still do look at my high time frame, like the 4 hour to 1 hour, just to see or just to get a good idea what the market is trying to do. But I mainly focus on my 5 minute chart for everything, like direction and everything. I'm trying to see what the market is going to do because I'm a scalper and I'm looking to get in and out. Because let's say, for example, a market is going up and on a 1 hour, we see a nice uptrend, okay? But we all know that the market moves in waves. So even though we have an uptrend on a 1 hour, we might have a pullback, okay? So that pullback, so on a 5 minute that day, we might have a downtrend, okay? But the overall picture, yes, the market is in the uptrend. So this is why I don't really focus too much on the higher time frames because some days, even though the higher time frame is in an uptrend, we might have down days on a lower time frame chart. Now, once I have my idea and trying to figure out, okay, what the market probably wants to do today, then I look for the market to come to those levels and I look for a reaction, okay? And basically I take my trades based on reaction at those levels. Now, let's say that you're looking at the market, right? And for some reason you can't tell what the market is doing that day. Well, skip it, right? The best thing you do is to skip that day. Now, after you skip that day, what I want you to do is I want you to go back to that day, right? And look at it to see whether it was a good day to trade that day. Because at that moment, right, in real time, the market probably didn't look clear to you at that moment. But when you go back and look at it, you might say, oh, now I see what the market was trying to do. I want you to take notes because that's very important. A lot of people, what they would do is, let's say you miss a trade or you skip a day or you don't want to trade because it's not too clear. You won't go back to that day and you won't study that day just because you didn't trade that day. I'm saying go back to that day. I don't care if you didn't trade at all. Go back to that day to see if it's a day that you need to trade. Okay, this is how you build up your skills and recognizing patterns when they come up. So when you look at that day, you say, okay, yeah, it wasn't clear to me, but now it's clear. So whenever that day comes up again, whenever that type of day comes up again, I'm gonna take a trade because now I understand what's going on. So that's a little, tip for you guys that's really trying to figure out this market. All right, so let's look at some live trading, my trades for this week, okay? And I'm going to break down these trades and explain it and just explain my whole thought process while I was looking at the market. So let's go. Okay, so this is Monday right here, and the market hit resistance and it started to sell off. So you see me, I got in the market, right? And basically the market is trending down right now. So I'm just waiting for the market to hit my profit target. I'm hoping that it could hit the pre-market low and I can take my profits from there, but I'm gonna show you guys what happened next. So let's fast forward this. Okay, so it did hit the pre-market low, right? But overall, it was a strong down move. So I said, you know what? Let me see if this has another leg down, because for the most part, it's looking very bearish. It looks like it's trapping a lot of long. And if I see any buying right now, I'm probably going to get out. So let's fast forward this and let's see what happened next. Okay, so right now it's basically going to my target and I'm out and I just flatten my trades. And if you look to the left, you see that I'm up $7,456 for that day. Okay, so let me explain this trade real quick for you guys. So overall in the morning time, right, we had resistance right here. And the market came to that resistance. It tried to go above the resistance, but sellers came in. That's when I actually got in the market, right? When the market came down, we had this nice bearish bar right here. And then overall, I got in and I was looking for these lows right here, this pre-market low right here, all right? So that was my thought process for that day. So let's go to the next day, which is Tuesday. All right, so this is Tuesday. Overall, we have a downtrend. So I'm looking for the market to continue to go down. So that's my thought process, right? So let me fast forward this so I can show you guys what happened next. All right, so the market is going down. You see this nice bearish bar. I got in the market. I got in a little bit late, but it is what it is. A lot of sellers is in the market. And basically, I'm looking for the market to just, go to these lows and look for a quick one-to-one for this move. So let me fast forward this and show you guys what happened next. All right, so I added, a lot to this move because it was looking really weak. And you see right now it's going to my profit target and I'm about to get out. And I just flattened right now. And overall, I'm up for the day. If you look to the left, I'm up $4,043 for the day, okay? And let me explain this trade real quick. So overall, guys, we had a nice downtrend right here, okay? And, if you look at this, we had a nice trend line going on, okay? And the market hit the trend line multiple times, okay? And next thing you know, we had this nice bearish bar. That's when I got in. And basically, I was looking for it to break this low. And when it broke this low, we basically pushed down right here and I got out. Okay, so usually my targets are 2-to-1 or 1-to-1, depending on how I'm, looking at the market that day. But this was a nice winner, quick winner, and I was done for the day. So let me show you guys the next day, which is Wednesday, and let me show you guys what happened. Okay, so overall, the market is in the downtrend. I'm looking for a short. You see me just get in the market right now. Basically, I pretty much missed the trade, but it came back, so I got in. I was supposed to get in as soon as the market sold off right here, but I got in. Luckily, it came back and pulled back. And you see me getting in, and I'm just looking for the market to just give me a quick one-to-one because the candle that I was supposed to get in was the open. And I really don't trade the open, so if I do trade the open, I'm going to look for a quick one-to-one scalp. So let me fast forward this to show you guys what happened next. So overall, it came back, right? And it looks like the market was basically going to stop me out. And I'm like, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But overall, you see the market selling off right now. So I'm like, all right, looking good. So right here, you're going to see me pretty much about to get out. And I got out right there. And that was for a quick one-to-one. If you look to the left, I'm up $2,056 for the day. Okay, so let me explain this trade real quick. So pretty much in my head, while I was looking at this, right, the market was going down, was making higher lows, right? And if you draw this trend line right here, it respects this trend line a couple of times, right? 1, 2. Notice how we sold off right here, right? And I was supposed to get in this nice bearish bar right here, but it was a little bit late, and I got out for that quick one-to-one. So that was pretty much my thought process that day. So let me show you guys the next day, which is Thursday. So let me show you guys what happened. So overall, today I'm looking at the market and I'm looking for longs because the market looks bullish. I know a lot of people probably see this and they probably looking at this double top right here and saying, okay, I probably need to sell the market. And honestly, I felt like the market was going to probably trap a lot of short sellers right now. Especially they looking at this double top and saying, all right, we need to short the market. So let me fast forward this and show you guys what happened next. So if you look at the market right now, guys, it's basically trying to go up right here. But if you look at it, we tried to sell off multiple times, we couldn't, and it trapped a lot of sellers. And we notice right now I'm about to put in my buy stop because I'm about to just buy this market if it breaks out of that high. So this is a nice breakout trade right here. Let me show you guys what happened next. So right here, guys, you see that I'm in the market, it's breaking out to the upside. So everything's looking good. So I'm going to fast forward this and show you guys what happened next. All right, guys, so pretty much it's coming right here. I got out my trades. It was going basically right to my target profit and I got out, right? So that was a nice quick one-to-one. And if you look to the left, I'm up $2,752 for the day, okay? So let me explain the trade real quick. So overall, guys, I mean, the market was in an uptrend, right? And I'm looking for longs. And then I'm looking for the market to tell me what it wants to do, right? So again, we had this nice double top right here. I'm quite sure a lot of people got trapped right here trying to go short. But I was looking for longs, that's it. And we had this nice breakout right here, okay? And honestly, I thought I was going to get stopped out, but I didn't. Now, let me show you something real quick. On the daily chart, right, we have what? So we had a nice flag going on. So this is a good example of the higher time frame matching up with the lower time frame, okay? So some days you will have that. You will have the daily chart matching up with the, lower time frame. But for the most part, you're not going to have that, especially if you are trading one market. I'm trading the NASDAQ market and the 5-minute chart. Okay, so this is the next day, Friday, which is today. And honestly, I wasn't really going to put this in the video because usually Fridays I don't have time to, just record and do anything. But let me show you guys this video because I want to show you, all my trades for this week. So I went long right here, guys, because we had support. Okay, so notice how we have support right here, and we bounced up, gave me this nice bullish bar. Okay, and I just went long, and I was looking for this high right here. And pretty much that was my trade for the day. If you look at the recording right here, this is where I got in, and the market is going up. And let me fast forward this. This is where I'm taking my profits. If you look to the left, I'm up $1,714 for the day. So that was that trade. So that's pretty much it. I just showed you guys what I'm doing every single day. The most important part of this whole, strategy or whatever you want to call it, okay? The most important part, in my opinion, is direction. If you don't understand the direction, the market is always going to trap you. So that's the most important part. So this is why I tell you guys, study the market structure so you can understand the direction, right? So that's all I have for you guys today. If you love this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to take your trading to the next level. And if you want to learn how to trade like this, check out the program that I have for you guys below in the description. I also have a discount going on, so check that out and make sure you take advantage of that. If you have any questions, comment below because I try to answer all you guys' questions. Thanks a lot for your time, and please have a great day.